Okay, Jacob. What are we gonna do today? Tell us.
Today we're going to build a game, a DIY game.
Electronic game, yeah?
Yes, I have no idea what this game is going to be about. There's nothing in the manual to tell me about it, so I'm really excited about what I'm going to play about this.
Okay.
Maybe it's going to be a spaceship thing or a matching game, I don't know.
Okay, so what do we need to do? Just give us a quick overview what needs to be done with this game.
Well,
It comes as a kit, isn't it?
well, yes, we have all the parts.
So we have all the components. Okay.
There's optional between battery if you want to plug in a battery into, or a USB.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to use, USB because, even after a long time, it can still wear out.
Okay, so what's gonna have to happen? Somebody has to do some work to make this whole thing work.
Yes.
Yeah? So who's gonna be doing it?
Me. I'm going
okay.
to be doing it.
Okay, so.
So first of all, now we all know soldering is extremely dangerous for young kids like me because I've already burnt myself, and even though it was
Why did you burn yourself? Is the soldering iron very hot or what?
Well, yes, it is very extremely hot. So I'm doing this under the supervision of my father here, the one recording.
Okay. So I'm gonna be watching you, yeah? So you don't burn your fingers too often.
Yes. I'm just thinking about my burns bubbling.
Okay, let's have a look at your PCB. Okay, so this is pretty much a blank PCB. There's no components on.
Yep.
So what are we gonna do next? We're gonna try to solder all the components. Is there any order that we need to do the soldering in?
Well, yes. Even in the instructions, and my father, of course, here, he suggests to do it smallest to biggest components. It's even in the manual.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the smallest components and then we're gonna move on to the biggest. So show us a couple of those components that you're gonna start with.
Well, first of all, we all know the IC chip and the IC socket. Now, the IC chip I'm going to put on the end before we put on the case.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the IC socket because that socket is probably the...
Yeah, probably the... I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Probably the smallest out of all the components.
Okay, so it's the shortest, I would say, yeah?
Yeah, shortest.
What do we need to know about the socket when we put it into the circuit?
Well,
is there any trick to the socket?
Yes. This gap over here, it's also printed on the PCB.
Show us on the PCB where is the mark for the... okay, so we need to make sure that we align.
Yes. I have no idea why they do that, actually.
Because they need to know which one is pin number 1, so I
guess
think
so.
this is this is what's going to guarantee that all the connections are in the right order.
There's even a note here, please align MCU gap.
Okay, so that's the first one, so let's give it a go. Where are you going? Switch on the soldering iron.
Okay. Your mind reader.
No, leave it on the surface. Yeah? Okay, just push it in because but leave it on the surface. It's gonna be easier if it's on the surface. And you have to, yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I think you can actually try it because if we run it on a battery, battery bank, it should work.
Yes. I'm so happy. Let me quickly get the manual to see all the button functions.
You can figure it out. Okay. Hey!
Oh, so you have to...
Turn it, turn it. Yeah, well, oh yeah, perfect. That's a favorite game of Tetris. Uh-oh. Okay, so we know it's working, so let's now assemble the rest of it.
We're done.
Okay, put some batteries in. So those are triple A's, isn't it? We need triple A's instead of double A's. Ta-da! You need a bit more practice in Tetris, but that's fine. You got the working game, so you'll be practicing. Okay, show us the game. Show the game to the camera. Show yourself. Show yourself.
Yes, I'm playing Tetris.
Yourself. Jacob.
Huh?
Say hello.
Hello.
How old are you?
I am 8.
And what you've just done?
I've just built a Tetris DIY kit game.
Excellent. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.